I was sitting in the car with my girls. We were waiting for church to start. We always arrive about an hour or so early because my husband is in the choir. And anyway, we're sitting there just kind of killing time, and they had asked me to share with them the stories of their births, which is one of my favorite things to do. I love talking all things birth. I'm a birth worker myself. And so to be able to that's kind of like my zone. What, you want to talk about your birth? Let's talk about your birth. So I went through each one. I actually didn't get through all three in that one sitting. I went through just my first birth, but throughout the day we kept talking and I shared the details of each of the others. And with the second and third births, my husband was able to join us and he kind of chimed in on details that I couldn't even remember because I was just so focused on laboring and all of that. So it was a lot of fun, and they really enjoyed hearing about what it was like when they were born, my reaction to how they looked, the choices that we made as far as our birth plan and things we didn't want to happen to them or we did, and all of that kind of stuff. And so what was really, really cool and something that just for me is just yes, it's getting through. Something that they noticed on their own was were the differences between the births, and the main one being how different my first birth was from the other ones. And one of the questions they asked me was why didn't I just wait to go into labor naturally with my first? And why did I get induced? And why did I choose to get the epidural and that kind of stuff? Knowing all the things that I did after in the other births of the pros and cons of those choices and potential risks with those choices. So they were like, why would you do that? And I said, well, I didn't know. I didn't take, any class. We took a hospital birth class, which prepared us for a hospital birth. And, I had heard stories, but I just thought surely that won't be my birth.